The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jerry Madison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down. Now McCarthy. Going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The Vikings had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Strong running at the 30. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves it with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And look at this defense for the Vikings. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Man in motion is Sherfield. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Second down and 6 now. Again, it's Jones. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run for it with Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take the 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
This 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Purdy off the play fake. On the move to his left. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Niners 7, Vikings 0. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And some room to run now. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 61 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Corners are known for their ability to cover, but those that'll stick their nose in against the running game, that's a bonus for any team. And what a nice play right there, tackling him for a loss.
Here's Purdy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And, you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
To the air with McCarthy. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And plays like that show why Hawkinson continues to be a consistent playmaker here in his 6th year in the NFL. He's finished with over 900 receiving yards in each of the last 2 seasons.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 22.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Second and goal from the 1. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Hargrave with the sack, and he's steadily developed into a formidable pass rusher along the interior, recording at least 7 sacks in each of the last 3 seasons.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Purdy looking to throw. They've got his man complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, 69 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 53 yards. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 40-yard line.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Purdy now to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing here, Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Purdy from the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
A final shot before break. McCarthy. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
49ers 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
2nd and 6. They go play action here. Purdy. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
McCaffrey on the counter. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
First down, here's Mitchell. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looking to throw. Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. McCaffrey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Again, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Moody for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their 1st possession of this 2nd half.
Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, McCarthy. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. Finding space at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Here's McCarthy. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground. Far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
McCarthy off the play fake. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown Vikings. From 13 yards out. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fighting his way through contact. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. In motion, the tight end. Shotgun now with Purdy. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Purdy looking to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got this to Jefferson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
To the air with McCarthy. Rolling to his left. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway. Once it happened,
It knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Minnesota, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they will fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings.